So a recent video of mine seems to have upset members of a certain community.
I like that. That's right. It's just a word. Why are they so sensitive?
Lily Gaddis, and she has no doubt been one of the most viral videos on X and on the internet in the last, let's say, 48 to 72 hours.
Becky is out of control. In case you don't already know, there's a snow bunny on TikTok that's going viral for saying the N-word. 23-year-old Lily Gaddis, whose real name is Adeline because her ass is out of line for getting online and becoming the female Nick Fuentes. Now we're going to talk about why her being 23 is so important and the possible ulterior motives behind this clip.
Or like guys, certain guys, thinking that all girls are gold diggers. I don't know if it's because you get your information from those street interviews in like Miami at 3 a.m. outside of a nightclub. You're getting the opinion of some dumb whores and immigrants fresh off the boat looking for a green card. Yes, they are probably gold diggers, but that's the exception. I'm the rule. Everybody I know who's married right now, they're married to broke ass niggas.
He needs some milk.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
And they don't care. We don't give a f about your money. I couldn't care less about your money, okay? My type is broke mechanics and surfer hippie dudes who just want to live in a shack and surf and have babies. All I ask of a man is that you're competent, you're not a pussy. If somebody broke into our house at 3 a.m., you would know how to...
Shut up, bitch!
Okay, so number one, she's trying to get the attention of the manosphere by rebutting men that do street interviews with 304s during the vampire hours. Number two, she realizes that the manosphere is racially diverse and mostly consists of men that may lean conservative. 3, she makes trad wife TikTok videos which also cater to conservative leaning men. 4, she's a Gen Z Jezebel that don't want to work and is willing to use shock tactics to try to become a modern day Ann Coulter. And finally, number 5, she knows the internet has a bad habit of making ridiculous ice queens rich like it did for Bad Baby.
That's me.
She also knows that if she gets canceled due to something about free speech, anything about free speech, the white kings of the icy caucus will run up that GoFundMe bag to the tens of thousands. White kings. Adam's first wife was named Lilith and she couldn't be trusted. Don't get finessed again.
So a recent video of mine seems to have upset members of a certain community, and all the backlash just really made me, just really do a deep dive, like do a soul search. And after all that, I still couldn't find a care.
And to be honest, this probably wasn't even her idea. It was probably some trifling ass boyfriend's idea. Brad knows Becky is slow, and he probably sent her to go crash out because he needed a good laugh to tell his friends about. I remember back when I was in high school, I didn't know a lick of Spanish, and there was this cute Latina in my classroom, but I didn't know her name. So I asked my Latino homeboys, and they was like, "Hey man, that's our cousin and her name is Felice." And I was like,
Felice.
but she wasn't answering, so I was like, "What's her last name?" And they was like, "Navidad." So my dumb ass was calling out to her, "Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad."
Feliz Navidad.
And it took me forever to figure out why they was laughing their ass off. And when I did, I knew I couldn't trust them. And from that point forward, I knew I needed to learn me some Spanish. They sent me to crash out because they knew it was gonna be funny and they knew I would. And that's the same thing that Brad is doing to Becky.
And happy birthday to Nick Gurr, if you're watching. Someone in chat wants me to say that. So. Happy birthday, Nick Gurr. All right.
Now the irony of this all is that Adeline here was working for an elderly home health care company which is owned by female African American immigrants. Now, this company released a statement suggesting that she was a new hire and didn't work directly with the clients. And then they fired her Snow Bunny Ice Queen ass immediately after this video went viral. Now, what's sad is that this small company still faced backlash from this Adeline's actions, regardless of the fact that they fired her and regardless of the fact that they are themselves black owned. And what's sadder than that is that the damn Hodge twins is gonna give this Jezebel some clout by booking her on their show. Dr. Umar, get the belt.
I sentence you to 500 lashes for conduct unbecoming a black man.
Right, so I've always been super conservative, obviously. I was raised in a super conservative household. You know, so it's not like being red-pilled is new to me. I've always been somewhat active on social media and always super outspoken with with my beliefs and stuff because they're correct.
I mean, do you have plans for the future? Do you even care about this? Or are you just kind of living it out right now?
I mean, I didn't plan on any of this, but it kind of happened. So I was like, all right, this is what's happening. So how do we make the best of it? You know, it's an opportunity. So I'm definitely going to take the best of it. I don't really like the 9-to-5 jobs anyway. So if I could get into, you know, some sort of conservative media, that would be the plan, obviously.
Adeline has an ex post thanking everybody that was offended by this for her new fame. And as a black man, am I offended? Yes, because she can make a 1-minute video using a word that we've been saying for all these years and make all kinds of money. She didn't have to learn no editing software and grind YouTube hoping that people will leave a like and subscribe. No, she has an algorithm hack. Be white and call my black ass the N-word and then get invited to all kinds of podcasts. That's called Snow Bunny privilege. And if you think that's sad, Lily Adeline Gaddis can use our black asses to go viral again. Let that money from them GoFundMe and interviews start drying up. Mark my words, you heard it here first. Them far-right conservatives better embrace her because if she don't, she gonna announce that her new boyfriend is a black man. That troll would be legendary, cause everybody knows what happens when an ice queen goes on an African safari. Yeah, Becky's been using naughty language and that's a kink to make the mandingo's balls tight. And ain't nothing more satisfying than pumping every hole with some grade A FDA approved black baby yogurt. Don't run from the monkey, Becky, don't you run.
Я, пожалуйста. Сашка, поснимай. Ходим закатить.
A few moments later.
How to know if white cock or black cock is right for you. Let's talk about it. It's important to know that both will get the job done, but depending on your needs and what you need to fill, one is definitely better than the other. In my case, I will be choosing the black cock for the front. If you are working with a large gap or hole, you will see that this is going to work beautifully. Now for the back door, my preference is a white cock. As you can see here, the slit that I need to fill is much smaller. This is going to be perfect.
All jokes aside, let's get behind the mindset of Lily Adeline Gaddis. Gen Z don't like working a 9-to-5 and they don't like paying taxes, and almost all of them have a dream of a social media career online. We shouldn't let this young snow bunny fool us into believing that she's racist or even cares about politics. She wants a simple and easy life repeating the talking points of whatever right-wing conservative that she follows. She's no different than the women that grift the manosphere and gain followers that should be following authentic creators. Fellas, we have a terrible problem giving our attention to spectacles and mascots that do not have a stake in the game. I don't care whether you lean left, right, or center. Women that grift these spaces are laughing at how easy y'all make it for them to rise to the top. We shouldn't have at the top rich daddy's girl Pearl that has never had a real relationship or never suffered the pain of losing one. I make these videos from a place of pain. That's why I use comedy, because it helps to laugh at the tragic reality that we men share. We're the ones suffering, and if you on the passport bro movement, then we're the ones that's trying to learn a new language, uproot ourselves, and go fly overseas. Men are the ones with the sky-high self-deletion rates. We're the ones no one gives a damn about. We need to stop letting women skip the line just because they're saying what we want to hear while wearing makeup and role playing the niche. And what's crazy is those women that rise to the top of these niches are either divorced or refuse to settle with a man. They're not thought leaders, and they damn sure don't give back to the people that help them up. When you make them rich, they use that money to become even more independent of men. Women already have a disdain for the average earner, so making them rich just adds to that problem. And you wonder why they laugh at us and are fine treating us like tools. It reminds me of those MMO video games where men would pretend to be females and get all kinds of free crap online. Men tend to project a fantasy of the perfect woman onto these online Jezebels without fail. Conservative men tend to be a little bit more wealthy and a little bit more likely to marry, which means that you're more susceptible to a chameleon and her partners in crime. Divorce lawyers. The richest women in the world got there through divorce because men play behind their wall of lies until it bites them in the ass. Men's logic goes right out the door every time he imagines some panties hitting the floor. If y'all are accusing women of playing the game of life on easy, then understand that it's men entering the cheat codes for 'em. And remember, real racism exists. It's just not Lily's successful grift. But anyway, man, that's the video for today. And if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like the damn video. Be sure to click here to see why the world laughs at Gen Z women's ass in America. Be sure to follow me on TikTok at NGEnevergoodenough, all one word. Or follow me on Instagram at NGE_nevergoodenough. And if you want to do some business with me, be sure to hit me up on my email at NGEnevergoodenough@gmail.com. And remember, become the change you want to see. It's your boy, NGE. Peace.